What is a black hole? Why is it considered the most mysterious place in the universe? Does time really stop completely there? How did these cosmic monsters come into being? Could they one day swallow our galaxy? Join us on a wild journey to the strangest place in the universe, where we will answer all these questions. Stay tuned. First, what is a black hole? A black hole is an area in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape it, not even light itself. This is where the name black comes from. A black hole is formed when a massive star, usually more than 20 times the mass of the Sun, collapses at the end of its life, creating an area of infinite density called the singularity, surrounded by a boundary known as the event horizon, which is the point of no return. Before we continue, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive all the latest updates. Characteristics of black holes: enormous gravity. Even light itself cannot escape it. Event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing can return. Singularity, the central point that contains an enormous mass in a volume close to zero. A black hole is like if you compress the entire Sun into the size of a small city. It would become an incredibly dense and powerful mass. That is exactly what a black hole is. To get better picture, imagine a giant vacuum cleaner, but instead of sucking up dust, it sucks up stars, planets, and even light itself. Are there different types of black holes? Yes, there are 3 types. Stellar black holes, formed from the explosion of giant stars. Supermassive black holes, these are found at the centers of galaxies. Miniature black holes, these are hypothetical holes that may be the size of an atom but have the mass of an entire mountain. What would happen if one of us fell into a black hole? We would turn into spaghetti. This is not a joke, this is what would actually happen. We would stretch and stretch until our bodies were torn apart, which is known as the spaghettification effect. History and observation. Imagine that scientists have never seen a black hole before 2019, even though the research on this subject began in 1687. Scientists noticed something strange in space. Stars moving at tremendous speed around nothing. Then they discovered that the gravity of something invisible was pulling these stars. Scientists also noticed that when a black hole swallows gas, it emits X-rays that can be detected. Thus, scientists hypothesized the existence of something invisible and proved its existence with mathematical equations, until they were finally able to photograph it. How did it all begin? 1687. Isaac Newton published his famous book Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, in which he presented the law of universal gravitation, but he did not imagine the existence of objects that prevent even light from escaping. Scientist John Mitchell proposed the idea of invisible stars with enormous gravity that could prevent light from escaping. But this idea did not receive much attention. 1915, Albert Einstein presented his revolutionary theory of general relativity, which changed our understanding of gravity. Einstein described gravity not as a force, but as distortion in the fabric of space-time caused by mass. Then the question began. What if there were an object so dense that it severely distorted space-time? 1916, German scientist Karl Schwarzschild solved the equations of general relativity and introduced the concept of the Schwarzschild radius, the limit beyond which a star becomes a black hole. 1939, scientist Robert Oppenheimer, supervisor of the atomic bomb project, calculated how massive stars collapse to form black holes. Development of the term and observation. 1960s, American physicist John Wheeler coined the term black hole and it became popular. 1971, scientists observed a powerful source of X-ray in the constellation Cygnus, which turned out to be a star orbiting an invisible object with enormous mass. Later, Stephen Hawking and Kip Thorne announced that the Cygnus X1 was the first confirmed black hole. 2015, the LIGO Observatory detected the first gravitational waves resulting from the collision of 2 black holes, confirming Einstein's predictions. April 10th, 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope EHT team announced the capture of the first image in history of a black hole in the M87 galaxy, a landmark moment in astronomy. Do they pose a threat to our planet? Don't worry. The closest known black hole is about 30,000 light years away, which is very far and poses no danger. Even the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy is about 26,000 light years away. However, if we assume that one of the black holes approaches Earth, there will be nothing we can do but say goodbye to the universe. Despite all the progress, we still don't know much about black holes, such as what happens inside the event horizon, what is the source of Hawking radiation. But future discoveries may reveal more secrets of this amazing phenomenon. Stephen Hawking's vision. The great scientist Stephen Hawking says that the black holes are not eternal presence as we used to believe, because things can come out of them, perhaps into other universes. Our question to you, in your opinion, what could be behind black holes? I look forward to reading your predictions in the comments below. If you like this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all the latest updates.